All right, Shalom. This is Sharba Sharala, Alliance Den Camp, located in Jacksonville, Florida. First and foremost, I give praise, honor, and glory to the Father and the Son in the proper true Hebrew tongue. Call Lam La, Yahweh Bashmal Shai, Bashem, Abrakak, Kodash Mouth. Also, double honors to the elders, Apostle GMS, Debasamad as well, Aharawan Basharala. Please bless the 1/3 and set yourself for elect. This lesson is going on the Most High, Yahweh. You know, uh, the lesson being titled "He do so as He will." You know, throughout history, the Lord has done whatever He please. Our people, has pleaded Him, and He has done what our people has pleaded to do. If our people beseech Him and honestly in sincerity, He'll do that for He'll do that for them. And of course, he'll judge our people because we push him in the wrath, or he can do anything to these heathens or Esau, and he will. So I'm just gonna get a few scriptures going on that. I'm gonna go ahead and get this is First Kings chapter 22. No, I'm lying. This is like here. This is Joshua chapter 10. Yeah, chapter 10. Sorry, chapter 10. And this is going into the Lord fighting for Joshua, man. The Lord said he gonna be on Joshua's side, and he did. So I can really start at verse. Well, I can start at verse 4. It says, "Come up to me and help me, that we may smite Gibeon, for it hath made peace with Joshua and with the children of Israel. Therefore the 5 kings of the Amorites, the king of Jerusalem, the king of Hebron, the king of Jarmuth, the king of Lachish, 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 the king of Eglon, gathered themselves together and went up. They and all their hosts, and they camped before Gibeon, and made war against it. And the men of Gibeon sent unto Joshua to the camp of Gilgal, saying, Slack not thy hand from thy servants. Come up to us quickly and save us, help us, for all the kings of the Amorites that dwell in the mountains are gathered together against us. So they gathered against they gathered against Joshua right now, Israel. It says, so Joshua ascended from Gilgal, he and all the people of war with him, and all the mighty men of valor. And the Lord said unto Joshua, Fear them not, for I delivered them into thy hand. Therefore shall not a man of them stand before thee. So come, man. This is going to Joshua, but nonetheless, to want to slow it down. Our the Lord of Most High Yahweh is going to fight for you, just like he did times before. He did it 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago. Since the beginning. Nonetheless, he can do whatever he pleases, and I'm gonna keep going on that. That's the main point. So Joshua therefore came unto them suddenly and went up from Gilgal at all night, and the Lord discomfited them before Israel, and slew them with a great slaughter at Gibeon, and chased them along the way that goeth up to Betharon, and smote them at Azekah and unto Makada. And it came to pass, as they fled from before Israel, were it going down to Betharon, that the Lord cast down great stones from heaven upon them unto Azekah, and they died. They were more which died with hailstones than whom the children of Israel slew with the sword. So come, and the Lord said He gonna deliver them into their hand. He literally killing them with hailstones, man. All right. It says, then spake Joshua to the Lord in that day when the Lord delivered up the Amorites before the children of Israel. And he said in the sight of Israel, Sun, stand thou still upon Gibeon, and thou moon in the valley of Ajalon. Um, so this is I think you might have heard about this story, man. That the Lord allowed the sun to stay, man. That's the power of the Lord. He do so as he will. He has delivered the enemies of Israel into Joshua's hands. Um, he's he allowed the sun to stay still in his place for a whole nother day, for another whole nother day to go by, and the moon to stay in his place as well. Um, he delivered hailstones from heaven that killed more men than that were slew by the men of war. And yeah, that's only a few what he did. And this is the same time period, same age. All right. It says, and the sun stood still, and the moon stayed until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. Is it not written in the book of Jeshua? So the sun stood still in the midst of the heaven and hastened not to go down about a whole day. So come, man, a whole another 12 hours went along when the sun went down. It is not hasten. It ain't go down. It wasn't no 5 minutes. It was a whole day, man. It says, Shalakia says, and there was no day like that before it or after it. Then the Lord hearkened to the voice of man, for the Lord fought for Israel. And Joshua returned unto all Israel with him unto the camp of Gilgal. But the five kings fled in themselves in a cave at Makeda. See, I'm gonna go ahead, skip down just to read it. This guy never probably read it before, but he basically just single-handedly, you know, slew the kings, man. Actually, yeah. So I'm skipping down to 23. It says, and they did so, and brought forth those five kings unto him out the cave, the king of Jerusalem, the king of Hebron, the king of Jarmuth, the king of Lachish, the king of Elgin. And it came to pass when they brought out the other kings unto Joshua that Joshua called for all the men of Israel and said of the captains of the men of war which went with him, come near, put your feet upon these kings. They came near and they put their feet upon the kings of the net. So it's like your feet upon the nets of them. And Joshua said unto them, fear not, nor be dismayed, be strong and of good courage, for thus shall the Lord do to all your enemies against whom you fight. So come, man, that's a lesson, man. Well, that's a part of the lesson. The Lord does what he does as he wills, and ultimately he's going to do it for his children. He's going to do it for his children. At least in the latter days. Right now, the hammer of the earth is the ruler of the earth right now, man. Wickedness is ruling the earth. But Job 9:24, the wicked was given to the world was given to the hands of the wicked. But nonetheless, that's because the Lord had to raise him up so he can throw him down, man. I'm gonna keep reading it because I'm gonna go in there as well. It says, and afterwards Joshua smote them and slew them and hanged them on 5 trees, and they were hanging upon the trees until the evening. All right. So it's going to go ultimately into these 5 kings and their armies being slew. So yeah, that was the rest of the thing. If I didn't, yep. He slew all the kings and slew all their armies, and that's because the Lord allowed that. The Lord said He was gonna fight for our people. He's gonna fight with Israel. All right. That is Isaiah chapter 64. Start at verse 1. It says, O that thou wouldest rend the heavens, and thou wouldest come down, that the mountains might flow down at thy presence. As a melting fire burneth, the fire causeth the water to boil, to make thy name known to thy adversaries, that the nations may tremble at thy presence. When thou didst terrible things which we looked not for, thou camest down, the mountain flowed down at thy presence. For since the beginning of the world of men have not heard nor perceived by the ear, neither hath the eye seen, O Yahawah, beside thee, what he hath prepared for him, and that he waiteth for him. Thou meetest him that rejoiceth and worketh righteousness, those that remember thee in thy ways. Behold, thou art wroth, angry, for we have sinned, and those in continuance, and we shall be saved. But we are all are it's like a we but we are all as a clean thing, and our righteousness are as filthy rags. We all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities like the wind have taken us away. And there is none that calleth upon thy name, that stirreth up himself to take hold of thee, for thou hast hid thy face from us, and hast consumed us because of our iniquities. So all of my people, were being, we're sinning and continue to sin. And the Lord is a jealous God. He's gonna turn his face against from my people. Anytime they go off, our people go off, the Lord's gonna get wroth. He's angry. He's gonna turn his face against them, away from them, because our people should never did that. All right. It says, verse 8. But now, O Lord, thou art our Father. We are the clay, and thou art our potter, and we are all the work of thy hand. So kind, man. Spiritually, you can say physically, but now ultimately spiritually, the the Lord is the potter, man. He has made everything. He's made the earth, the heavens, the sun, the moon, the stars. He has made us, from dirt, down. So he's our father. He's our maker. He could have rose up on rocks to to serve him, but he chose us. Ultimately, he chose the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, and speckled birds. And out of that and right now, he chooses 1/3 in the elect, his little ones. So that's a very important task that we have. We are a tool for the Most High Yahweh Shema Shah. Ultimately, you're a man on the highways and byways. You're a battle axe. You're an instrument of war right now, because our we're the mouthpiece, and we send out the proper vibration to people that want to hear this. To the Esau's that don't want to hear it, they still got to hear it. For these heathens that don't want to hear it, for 2/3 that don't want to hear it, they're still going to hear it, because it's our duty as a man. Ultimately, as a God-fearing man, if you fear Yahweh by Shema Shai, you do this, go on highways and byways on a chief face of concourse, and spread your light and lift up your voice as a trumpet. You know, the Lord has ordained it to happen. The Lord wanted it to happen. He created our vessels from the very beginning of time for this to be part of history, a um part of His plan, part of prophecy. This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4. It says, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So come, man. The Lord has made all things. So just going into Esau and these heathens, they are in power right now. 2/3 of people, um, they know that these people are in power. I mean, maybe not Moab and Elam and Kush, they might not see that, but we all know they get them loans. They can be in Jake neighborhoods, sell whatever they want, and they can live. Them and their families, they can live good forever. Our people, we can't even open up a lemonade stand without Esau knocking it down, man. But the Lord has, set up this how it is, man. The Lord, Esau is the hammer of the earth right now. But ultimately, the Lord has hated Esau. I'm gonna get that. This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have verse 2. I have loved, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein wherein has thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said the Lord. Yet I love Jacob, and I hate Esau. So come, and the Lord hate Esau. Esau being the Edomites, the Caucasian race. It says, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. So come, man, it took Esau 2,000 years to build his kingdom, man. It took forever, but it's gonna be destroyed in an hour, man. The Lord gonna throw all that junk down, man. He ate Esau. It says it right here. That's another thing, you know. He hates. He's not full of love. He loves his people, but even his people gonna feel the rod. That's how he works. He a father. He's the most high. He's all powerful. You know. It says, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. He has indignation, man. A strong hatred, ultimately righteous though. It's the Lord. It says, and your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, the Lord will be magnified from the border of Israel. So come, man. That's what the Lord. That's what the Lord ultimately Most High has to offer for Esau and anyone that want to follow Esau. These heathens, to our people. He gonna throw down everything. These cities, they're gonna be destroyed by 200 million ICBMs and it's kind of ballistic missiles. That's what he has planned for this place. This in the book of Revelation to reveal, man. Uh, so let me go with this. It's like you. They get undid it. Or I'm gonna read it again. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 6. It says, "How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid, pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain, as a woman that travaileth. They shall be as amazed at one another. Their faces shall be as flames. Nonetheless, these people that believe, the people that these bug out bandits, either Esau or even some Jake, they gonna get their bags, man. Because they know a new monetary digital currency is on its way. But if they don't have the Lord, they don't have nothing ultimately. So they're gonna be travailing because if they're not eating, they're gonna find something to eat. And if they can't find nothing to eat, they won't find nothing to eat because the Lord has commanded. They're gonna have to get them pains and sorrows. They're gonna have to get famine. They're gonna be hungry. They're gonna be scared. This is what the Lord needs to happen, because this all has to happen for this place to even get destroyed, anyways. So it's better happen now, man. It's gonna happen soon. And it needs to happen, man, because Esau gotta be sure to our people that don't want to follow the Lord at all. They gotta learn the hard way, man. Death by pain. All right. It says, "Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be dark in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine through the nuclear fallout." Man, these missiles hit. You ain't finna see. It's finna be a nuclear winter. So you're not finna have you're not finna have a sun and the moon. It's gonna be dark. Physically, because of like nuclear fallout in the clouds. It says, "And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of fur." Come, man. Ultimately, a man of the Lord is going to be more precious than a golden wedge of fur, man. The most purest gold, and hit. I ain't saying most purest gold at one point in time. Nonetheless, that's what the man of the Lord is. Someone that believes on the name Yahawah my side, and pray without ceasing and study as much as you can, man. Follow laws, such commandments to the best of their ability. It says, "Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place." So that the earth is on the axis. The earth is, is has a foundation. Has a it's suspended. It doesn't move. It spins, and it's on the axis. So seasons, it flips. You know, not flips, but it tilts. There you go, tilts and spins. But that's what it does. The Lord is going to allow when a missile hit, when 200 million intercontinental ballistic missiles hit. We have never seen that. Only we seen, I didn't say we, but we seen a Fat Boy, or like Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. So we seen those, of course, but we have not seen 200 million of those hit. That's one place. Says, I will make a man more it's like it. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and every shall remove out of their place. So that's what's gonna happen. 200 million IG missiles hit this place is it's gonna be now this America gonna be the lake of fire, and Earth is gonna be utterly inhabitable. The Lord's gonna allow the Earth to move out of its place to show his wrath and his anger. And it says, in that day of his fierce anger, it says it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one out into his own land. Okay, man. Esau gonna be like a chase road, man. Esau know what's coming, man. Trump know what's coming to this place. Ultimately, Trump is it's like he's the fowler, and we the dove, but not knowing that Most High is a hunter, man. He's a hungry lion in the thicket, ready to devour Esau, because of the iniquity that he's done to the whole earth, to our people, and the iniquity he's done throughout time, man. So that's what's gonna happen. That's because the Lord's judgment, the Lord's fierce anger, and the Lord's righteous indignation. Why? Um, I really just gonna get verse 1. This Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, it says, in the beginning, Yahawah created the heaven and earth. So, as simple as that. He has created the very heavens and the earth. It's like it. All right. Well, ultimately the Lord has created the heavens and the earth. And he got planets. He chose this planet because we're here, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So the fact that we're here, and we the center right now. The earth, the universe around us, man. This is the centerpiece. His children are here. His only begotten son is coming back down to save us. Lord, I'm part of that number. And come on, man. So I'm going to get this. All right, this is 2 Kings chapter 20. I'm just going into well, I'm gonna go ahead and read it. It says, in those days was Hezekiah sick unto death, and the prophet Isaiah the son of Amos came to him and said unto him, thus saith the Lord, set thine house in order, for thou shalt die and not live. And he turned his face to the wall and prayed unto the Lord, saying, I beseech thee, O Lord, remember now how I have walked before thee in truth with a perfect heart, and I have done that which is good in thy sight. And Hezekiah wept sore. And it came to pass afore Isaiah was gone into the middle court, that the word of the Lord came to him, saying, turn again and tell Hezekiah, the captain of my people, that saith the Lord, the God of David, thy father, I have heard thy prayer. I have seen thy tears. Behold, I will heal thee. On the third day thou shalt go up to the house of the Lord, and I will add unto thy days 15 years. I will deliver thee in this city out of the hand of the king of Assyria, and I will defend this city for my own sake and for my servants David's sake. Well, kind of, man, the Lord allowed Hezekiah to have 15 more years. He prayed and he gave, you humans only got really a set number of days, but the Lord but the Lord can add days unto him, uh, before his body is corrupted. Um, so this is the power of the Lord, one of the many powers, from stopping the sun to like bring down hailstones for Joshua, creating heavens and the earth, making the wicked, making making Esau, man, in the womb, and Jacob the supplanter, man. One will serve the other. Nonetheless, Esau gonna be serving Jacob. He was a caveman. He built Rome. Been ruling this place for 2,000 years. He the hammer up right now, rule Earth. But guess what? He gonna it's gonna be destroyed by it's gonna be destroyed by nuclear destruction. The same thing he created. You know. So the Lord is setting all of this, and the Lord is all powerful. He the Most High. He sit up in the he's in the heavens right now, in the middle of Shemaim, on the foundation, in the middle of Shemaim. That should speak for itself. All right. The Lord, does as He wills. He's the Lord Yahawah Shema Shai. I mean, He's the Lord Yahweh, the Most High. And His Son Yahweh Shai, His only begotten Son, is come back in here to deliver His place as well. To make sure these kings are put in their place, and Yahweh gonna get many crowns on His head. All right. But that was a lesson. Y'all, that was a little edifying little lesson. And with that, I want to say shalom.